Good evening, Leroy. How you doing? Oh,
Good.
man, I don't know why
Want
all of
that
a sudden
solo to go forever there on our theme song, man.
I could have made it go longer, but I think I cut it off. But I think that song has gone to the wayside. What are we, about a year of that now? Maybe.
No, not even 6 months.
I don't. Maybe I did it when we celebrated our 2-year anniversary, which was April.
Are you looking for something new, or are you?
I don't think we need. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
I thought it was fine. I thought it was good.
No, I really wasn't planning on it, but
how are you, my friend?
I'm a little tired. We're into the the closing the closing couple of weeks of basketball season and so on. Got some other stuff going on, and it's all compounding and making it.
How do you guys find out your seeding and stuff? Do they announce that early? IHSA announces theirs early.
There is no seeding. There is no so.
Oh, that's right.
It's a district tournament. You play your district games and your standings based on that. So Grayson knows they play their final district games tomorrow night, but they know no matter what happens that literally the matchups tomorrow night are going to be happening same place, same teams, not next week, but the week after.
Crazy.
So yeah, it's so tomorrow is kind of interesting because I think in the girls' side technically there is an opportunity to where theoretically maybe the different jersey color of that game is up for grabs, but I don't know if does it really matter if you're wearing white or orange or blue or no? I mean, or black or whatever color it might be.
Doug, I definitely have the game on.
It's probably going to have to be a short show. If Northwestern wins, probably going to be a short show because Leroy's going to be running around his house. Yep, you already know.
We're 10-14 and 2-11 in the Big Ten, man. We are awful. We're up by 13.
Wasn't it just like 20 a minute ago?
No, stop it.
Oh, it's gonna. If Northwestern loses, we're just going to see your progression go out throughout the rest of this show and just continuously get more and more miserable. Angrier and angrier as it goes along. See, Kentucky's off this week, like during the week. So it's been weird that there's been no game. But for this, Leroy made a guy rage quit fantasy baseball today.
I definitely did not. I was watching the conversation, but I definitely did not have anything to do with somebody rage quitting today. We are too shorthanded right now for me to be involved in any major conversations being held on.
You gonna call someone out?
Yeah, I am not, because I don't even know who it is.
Oh, you don't know the person that rage quit. Okay, I'm wondering if I even knew it. I can see you being the one that would make somebody want to cry and rage quit. 100%.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I believe it completely. But, Paul, I'm going to tell you this right now. I have tried to do fantasy baseball. And, in fact, I even think I was in the league that you're talking about it. And I make it until about June and then doing it. Steven writes in and says, for the record, I've tried watching hockey, and I just can't.
Now, have you ever gone to a game in person, Steven?
I have.
Because I tell you, going to a game in person is way different. And I think that's true about most sports. Going into a game in person is better than, the only exception to that I'll make is racing. So racing, when I go, I have to actually go watch the race on TV afterwards because there's so much that happens that you can't see.
Are you going to make Paul have to watch the race back? Okay, good.
I'm just saying there's so much that happens that you don't get privy to that happens around the track. You almost have to go watch when you
Bert asks, my favorite American player in the Olympics. I'm going to be honest. I don't like the Winter Olympics as much.
See, I do.
And I think we've had this discussion before. I don't get into it. And it just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't do it as much for me. And I think my biggest issue was, and I was telling somebody this earlier this week, is like, I was just watching, it's doing the prime time or whatever, and figure skating was on. I don't know how they get points. Just like, oh, that looked cool.
I just want a normal, regular person to compete in all of these sports. Let's see how really, really good these guys
want
are.
To kill themselves on the luge?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, see, I like watching the luge though. That at least because it's just like how
Sam likes
skeleton the
luge.
same way.
That's what Sam likes.
The skeleton too, which is the. Other. Well, I like the skeleton because it's head first.
Yes. Yes.
You watch like the POV of it, and it's wild. I was just watching speed skating. I kind of like
Love
that.
It.
That's
my
fine.
favorite sport. My favorite winter sport is speed skating. Those guys are insane. Actually, our news team that's here. Sam, do you remember Karen? Karen Isert?
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, so Karen works at Wand. She and one of the other guys that's at our TV station went to the local track and did speed skating. And it is one of the greatest videos I've seen. It is horribly fantastic because it is regular people doing things that they should not be doing, and it is awesome.
Well, until about Monday, I could have speed skated in my backyard here because now there's no ice left. Oh, it was ice. No, I just ice everywhere. Just awful. You know, I was walking in a friend's front yard the other day, and it was like, whoa! I just proceeded to knock. Oh, there's water in that cup. Oh well, there was water. Just knocked over a cup that had some water in there. Oh well, there's just some iPhones underneath there. It's okay. Did you see the guy that ran like a 6-minute cross country skiing mile uphill?
The guy that made me tired from literally just watching him. Yes, I saw the dude doing a 6-minute mile uphill.
How long would it take you to do an uphill mile in snow with skis?
1 mile uphill in skis.
Well, here's the better question. Would you actually be able to finish it without having a heart attack?
Yes, but it would take me forever. I'm saying like 3 hours.
Oh, you could do it quicker than that. I was going to say, I think I could do it within 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Uh-huh.
I love skiing. I love skiing.
I don't have the balance for it.
It is exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting, though.
Curling, I just love. I love that you could see somebody like Leroy out there in curling. Like,
I like that they mic him up. You get to hear like, all right, so what do you think?
Yeah, what about your prime? Your prime, how long would it have taken?
Prime? I could have done it in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, because I mean, you also got to think your legs don't move. Yeah, I mean, you got shorter. And I mean, I'm not like, and also like not making a short joke, just genuine, just fact there. You've got shorter legs.
In ruck marches in the Army, for every one step that the guys took, I had to take 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. It's just the way that it was. I'm fine with it.
Curling has to be the worst thing ever created, says Paul. I do kind of enjoy snowboarding.
Of course, Paul hates it.
Snowboarding, at least in the half pipe, you know, I kind of enjoy. But I just the part that I love the most about the Summer Olympics is I like watching just the absurd sports like rock climbing or, you know, just, you know, like let's watch breakdancing, you know, just the ones that make no sense.
These guys go skiing with rifles, okay? Like that's pretty weird and obscure, okay?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've watched a little bit of it, but I'm not like going out of my way to do that. It's trampoline. That's another fun one, Steven. Absolutely. Rather see cornhole. I'm not a fan of that either, says Paul. What are you a fan of, Paul?
Nothing. He's worse than me.
Something about you all in that age group, right? Just angry about everything in the world. American got gold last time and Canada got butthurt. How could you hate it? I know that the hockey team's doing well, right?
Our women's team is really, really good.
They're always team is really,
right? Really good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then how the men doing? I couldn't tell you.
Well, they didn't grab Patrick Kane, which irritated the crap out of me. But they're
like 90, isn't he?
He is not.
He is old though, isn't he?
A little bit. But I mean, he's he's got the most points for an American ever.
Women's goals through 4 games is 20-1. That'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, they're pretty darn good.
Yeah, that'll do it. So are the men not doing well? Or do you?
No, they're above average. I don't know what they're sitting at right now. Bert probably knows, but they're going to go pretty far. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to medal, but they're going to go.
What, is Canada the favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, I'm speaking. I know nothing about any of this in the least. Because I mean, you got to think. 3-5-0 and 1-5-1, says Steven. There's like 25 guys from America that play hockey. Just look at the names, says Paul.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Y'all making fun of hockey again. Any chance you get, right? Paul, don't you have some tickets to be reserving or something?
Aren't you buying them for him?
Right.
Yeah. Let's talk about real sports now. On Sunday, it was the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
Kind of a letdown?
Extremely. Unless you're a big defensive fan. But even then, there weren't a whole lot of defensive plays
until late when you had the interceptions and you had was it a pick
but
six
in the
fumble
third
recovery?
And fourth quarter, it was a much better game. And I'd say the last 5 minutes of the third quarter and then on into the fourth. But I'm telling you, that game was. And I just love all the former players that were sitting, all the players that were eliminated that were like, I could have beat him. I could have beat him. Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. You're sitting on your couch at home. And Steven, he should have been.
What was your favorite commercial?
My favorite commercial was Freebird, Budweiser.
Yeah, I knew it. I would have bet any amount of money that would have been the one you would have picked.
But I also liked the what was the NSYNC with T-Mobile?
Okay. I liked the tight ends one.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good.
Yes.
Check your tight ends. Yep, or loosen up your tight end or whatever it was. That one was pretty funny. What else did I what else was a good one? There was I liked the liquid IV one, which was talking about, get yourself hydrated or something. I thought that one was pretty funny. Overall, I thought they were fine. None really stood out to me in a drastic way. But
somebody said that the problem with the commercials now is everybody's going for the big wow factor, right? Everyone's going for we haven't had a big wow factor commercial that everyone's talked about in quite a few years. Yeah, they've got some good ones, some ones that make you go, oh, but it just, there's not been one lately that everyone the next day has gone, oh my gosh, that commercial was fantastic.
Oh, and that's how long it takes. 14 minutes into the show until somebody brings up the halftime show.
Lady Gaga was fantastic.
I didn't mind it.
Ricky Martin? I mean, come on. We haven't seen Ricky in 30 years, dude.
See, the thing was, I was like, who is that? I know that guy. Why do I know that face? He looked so familiar and I couldn't place him until finally I looked on social media and saw that it was. The thing that, I enjoy, at least the music was, and I know a little bit of Spanish, so I could at least, somewhat understand. But
sorry, I got to point that way.
Yeah, you always point the wrong way.
It's because you are the wrong way.
I still don't know why that is, because it's literally only on your screen that way. I don't know. But listen, why they do it is because it gets people to watch the Super Bowl that weren't going to watch the Super Bowl anyways. If they put Metallica in there, would it make Leroy happy?
Absolutely.
Yes. But guess what Leroy is going to be doing on that Sunday regardless? Watching the Super Bowl.
But would it make Christy happy? That's the question you need to ask.
Yes.
Because it's not for us.
Would Christy rather see Miley Cyrus or Metallica?
Miley.
Yeah. And Miley might be next year's, or would she rather see Taylor Swift or Pearl Jam?
She definitely would want to see Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I would want to see Pearl Jam.
Yes. Would she rather watch Alice in Chains or Sabrina Carpenter?
Well, Alice in Chains played at the NFC Championship game because it was in Seattle. But I agree.
Tool, or I'm just trying to go the Leroy bands. Tool or literally anybody.
Can you imagine Maynard at the Super Bowl? Oh my gosh, half the people would be like, and the other half would be like,
yeah, but I mean, like they're doing it to get people like Christy to watch the Super Bowl who weren't going to and do that. I did like Green Day pregame; that was good. I was telling it was like it's like, are they gonna sing American Idiot? And then right on cue they did. I was like, oh heck yeah! I was like, I like that song. For it. I was like, Green Day. It's do you not like Green Day?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Oh, just when I mentioned that, you just seemed like you had like a scowl that
they were reviewing the play.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a scowl like you didn't like Green Day. I was like, really? I would. No,
I love Green Day. Yeah.
I was gonna say I would have thought you liked Green Day. Did you like Charlie Puth's national anthem?
Yeah, he didn't overdo it. Sounded good. And I'll tell you, if we're talking about the Super Bowl, my favorite part of the entire game was at the very, very end. McDonald. There's a moment where they win.
Start that over again. You're going Optimus Prime, and you've now completely frozen. Are you still there or no? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, now we got you back. You said my favorite part. Mm-hmm.
Every single time I tell a story.
Clearly, what you don't know is this is our way of talk. Yeah, this is our way of trying to say
you can talk whenever you want to. Whenever I tell a story, this thing freezes on me.
Mm-hmm. You think that might be fate saying that my stories are more interesting than yours?
So I'm gonna try this again.
You proud of yourself?
My favorite part of the Super Bowl was Coach McDonald at the end of the game. After the Gatorade gets tossed on him, there's a moment where the camera gets on him, and he kind of realizes the magnitude of oh my gosh, I just won the Super Bowl. And I can't imagine that feeling of that moment. And feeling that moment of pure, I can finally relax. Because as a coach, they're going 100 miles an hour. I always joke that coaches don't even realize what the score is, right? They're just so caught up in the entire moment of, okay, it's this time, we need to run this play, it's this time. And so the clock goes off, the fireworks go, the confetti goes, and just nothing exists. It's just him. And there's something so beautiful about that moment where he realizes, like, oh my gosh, I just won. And you see it in big moments across sports, right? Guy wins the Stanley Cup who's never won it and been playing for 13 to 15 years, right? Major League Baseball, a guy wins the World Series who's never won before. There's just moments in sports that can never be replicated that are so fantastic that can't be replicated in other areas. And that was a big one right there because you saw it in live time. You saw it in real whoa. And I just think that's so beautiful.
It kind of connects into Paul's facts/stats of the week. 30-second commercials cost over $7 million in recent years, a massive jump from the cost in 1967. Just going to put you on the spot for fun. How much do you think it cost in 1967?
$5,000.
A little more than that. Okay. $42,500.
That would have been a lot of money. That would have been a lot of money then.
Yes. Did you know 72 footballs are used for the game and 108 are provided to each team for the game in practice? I think those are odd numbers. 72 and 108? Yeah, it just seems like an odd number. You think it'd be like 75 and 100 or something just to have something more?
Yeah.
And Super Bowl Sunday is the second highest day for food consumption in the United States, behind only Thanksgiving. Did you eat anything good?
Huh?
Did you eat anything good?
No, we had Christy makes this taco dip.
Oh, so it wasn't good?
No, we didn't have anything that was like unusual or unique. I mean, she makes taco dip that's pretty good.
I was going to say, this is awkward here. I had some wings. And, good. good wings and stuff. I was going to make some skyline dip, but ended up not doing that. I watched with some other people and so on, and Leroy, this might be a little selfish of me, but I didn't want to share my skyline dip, so I didn't make it because I just want to eat it all by myself because I'm fat.
There's the Sam Gormley I know and love.
Hey, are you even a little bit surprised that I don't want to share? Literally, I will say though that Stephen Smith has eaten some of my skyline dip one time because the first year I was here working, we had a Christmas like potluck, and I brought some skyline dip because I was trying to say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I ate a lot of it, and no one else ate some until Stephen Smith showed up, and he ate some, and I was like, thanks, Stephen, because he likes skyline.
He saved the day.
He did. Because I think we had a conversation that day, Stephen, that Heather does not like it at all.
Whoa.
Northwestern fighting? What a surprise.
Yeah. What?
What a surprise. Paul says we had hamburger dip, buffalo chicken dip, chorizo, pimento cheese sandwiches, meatballs. I do like good pimento cheese. Have you had pimento cheese?
I have not. Is it good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, without question. I was going to say, you didn't live in the South probably long enough to try it much, right? He watching college hockey? No, he's watching college basketball. Bert.
Northwestern's playing Michigan, Bert.
Do you, how is Michigan coming back?
Yeah.
What's the score?
It's 60-58.
Oh, boy.
And our best player just got fouled really, really hard. And our best player didn't like it and retaliated. I don't have the sound on, so I can't tell what's going on, but he was not happy about getting fouled by the guy who's like 7'3" because he looks huge. Obviously, he's not that tall, I don't think, but
is this how you broadcast? Yeah, he's probably 7'3".
I'm not broadcasting on here, man. I'm not doing it.
I kind of want to see if you do a little play-by-play right now, since we can't see it. Let's hear you break it down. You've done all your research on all these players, right?
Yeah. So they're reviewing right now to see whether or not it was a flagrant.
It wasn't. Clean play.
Because the dude that's the ogre giant came down like
what channel is this game on?
It's on Big Ten Network.
I don't know if I get that. Let's see.
Why would you get that? You don't think we're
No, I mean, you're not a real conference. There's no question about that.
Oh, my gosh. I can't deal with
you. See, I just do this now just because I know it. I'm trying to pull up my YouTube TV here to see if I can do it and see if I can't watch this play. And I'll give an unbiased opinion. You know I will. I do. Look at this. Michigan and Northwestern. I'll be darned. Let's see if I can pull. Okay, I got to turn the sound off. You know what has happened. Dusty May is not happy right now. That's all I see. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I'll go back and forth between that. I'll be darned. Okay. It was wild for us this week for basketball. You might remember we had said that they were going to play a top 25 game yesterday.
Male, right? Male?
Or male.
Male.
Yeah, it's male. Steven says he's not stopped watching curling. I don't blame you, Steven. I maybe it's more entertaining.
It's probably more exciting, honestly.
But so they were gonna, and you remember I was saying that the game was gonna be there, but then maybe it was gonna be at home. And then it was like this back and forth, and then it was like, no, it can't be at home because Mail can't get a bus now, and then Mail can't get officials. But wait, they're going to try and make it a double header and get girls games. They're going to play a girls team from a bordering region and hope that they can bring officials with them and make it a double header to where the officials can do both games. And then finally got like 24 hours out, and Grayson was like, okay, we have to know, are we playing a game? And Mail was like, yeah, no, we're not playing a game. So Grayson was like, well, that's great.
So all of that.
They said, okay, let's find another partner. So they did. And they went down to Warren Central last night, who's a top 10 team. So, and you obviously know a lot about Warren Central.
Right.
And they're in the Bowling Green area. And they lost. So they've lost 2 straight games. But, it was the angriest I've seen our coach about officiating. It was interesting.
Really?
Because I asked him a question that I put him in an awkward position. And afterwards, I was like, no, I said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put you in that. And he goes, no, I was going to say it anyway, so I'm glad you did. I was like, oh, okay. But they called
Which is funny because my coach my coach will do a signal, like he'll go like this if he wants to talk to me after we're done, like recording. So like a lot of times he'll be like, hey, thanks for not asking me about that because I absolutely would have gotten in trouble.
Because there was like one call where they just blatantly missed an offensive goaltending call. And what's hilarious is our friends from the Extra Point, down there in Bowling Green, they posted a video of it, and they're like, look at this great play by Warren Central. It's hilarious. Because like, oh, you mean the one that's clearly offensive goaltending, and it's hilarious. They have an angle, and it's like, oh, yeah, probably offensive goaltending, but okay, that's fine.
You got the perfect angle of it.
And then I felt bad because Grayson's best player is committed to Western. So Extra Point came there to do like a feature on him. And the poor kid had the worst game he's had in 3 years. Had 2 points. So it's funny. They're like, look at this great play. And it just has him making a mid-range jumper, like the only shot he made the entire game. And I was like, oh.
That makes me so happy. It makes me so happy.
So happy that Grayson's best player had a bad game? Wow. What a jerk.
Yep.
What a jerk. And then the girls, they got some bad news that their best player is hurt.
To hurt, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be tough sledding for them. I know Steven said he saw some good fight for him over the past couple of games, but hey, listen, you lose your best player, that's a massive loss. It's a massive loss, and the question is
especially
basketball. And I think especially in girls basketball, I think it's even more so where it just really comes up, and you just have to hope that somebody can step up and help them in come tournament time. I think we're going to learn a lot tomorrow night. There in the beautiful Morgantown. I didn't recap the pick contest too from last week, the final week of it. The final week of the pick contest. So Leroy, Grayson County at Lyon County, you went with the Cougs. And America went with Lyon County, and Lyon County won. The Leroy Coug curse continues yet again. I think Travis Johnston now is going to start smacking you anytime you pick the Cougs, Leroy. He's just going to say stop.
Play better. Better.
Taylorville went to Pana. America and I both picked Pana. Who won?
Taylorville by 16.
Oh, okay. So neither one of us got the point there. Leroy, you picked Grayson County and Mail. You picked Mail. Game didn't happen.
So I get the point.
I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter regardless. We all picked the Seahawks in the Super Bowl to do it. That closes out this year's pick contest. I'll
give you a friendly handshake through the camera.
I had 117 points. And then the question was, did Leroy complete the comeback, or did America finish in second? And America finished in second with 102 points. Leroy had 99, so it doesn't matter whether Grayson would have played or not. America wins second place. Leroy.
See, they actually listened to you this year, Paul.
They listened to you, and you only lost by 15. So, hey, better luck next year. Better luck for it. But yeah. They could trust Leroy more often, and clearly that doesn't go the best. But we'll bring this back for a yearly thing. Oh, wait, do we have a...
That's right. We got NASCAR coming up. Coming up.
I guess we have... Is the 500's this week, right?
Yes.
So I guess we got to pick the Daytona 500 to close out the show.
Absolutely.
Steven, I will show you the spreadsheet if you think there's any funny business. I will show you the spreadsheet.
Dude, he always wins, and then he's like, oh, yeah, look how amazing I am, blah, blah, blah.
I think Paul won NASCAR last year, right? So, hey, listen,
yes.
I'll lose.
He did.
Or maybe, no, Paul won NASCAR the first year. Maybe I won last year, or you won. I don't remember who won last year. I'd have to go back and look. Steven, he had some great picks in NASCAR last year. He went with guys like Cal Naughton, Ricky Bobby.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, listen, catching up really quick. You got any players for this week?
I do. This stupid team. I don't like it. God, we suck. All right.
Okay, I gotta do this here.
All right. Do you remember birthdays today? Do you remember any birthdays today from your show?
I wasn't paying attention.
Attaboy. Good job.
Paul's right. Leroy never wins anything until I bet him. Leroy's won one thing in this show, and it was the one bet that he had.
Hey, that was the most important one because I was sure as hell not going out to Green Bay. That was the most important. I will lose the rest of the time that we host this podcast.
Not only go to Green Bay, but go to Green Bay in an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Oh, bums. All right, two-time All-Star, home run derby champ, wore the number 21 most of his career. And then a weird 99, I guess, the black and gold. Was that Pittsburgh?
Oh, 1 second here. How many points does Northwestern have there?
No, we're losing, dude.
Oh, well, I guess I'm behind. Oh, I just saw the 3 for Michigan. But how many points do they have still?
6, 7. Too bad the kid's sleeping.
I tried. Okay, hit the next tab.
Third baseman, first baseman, bats right, throws right, born in 86, turns 39 years old, drafted by the Rockies and the Reds in the first round of the 07 draft from Rutgers High School of Toms River South.
Played in the Little League World Series. And I believe he won the Little League World Series.
Yes, he did. Ready for the next one?
I'll let you keep going since you obviously know I know who this is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. 25 career WAR, one of the highest of the birthday boys. 4,300 at-bats, 1,000 hits, 218 home runs, slash line of 241, 318, 445, OPS of 763, 218 home runs, and 73 stolen bases. Not a bad career. Not a bad career for this man. What's he doing now, Sam?
He's been doing a little broadcasting. He'll come in and fill in for the Reds occasionally. I mean, he has maybe the biggest moment in Great American Ballpark history.
Played for the Reds, White Sox, Yankees, Mets, Rangers, Mets, and Pittsburgh. Sam, who is he?
The Todd father.
Yes, Mr. Todd Frazier himself.
Yeah, because his walk-up song was Fly Me to the Moon.
All right, next up. Two-time All-Star, 2021 World Series champion, two-time Gold Glove, number 2 and number 7.
Is that the Braves World Series?
That is.
Oh, boy, Paul. The Braves World Series. Okay.
All right, next up. Shortstop, right-handed, born 1994, turns 32 today, drafted by the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. Went to school at Vanderbilt.
Oh.
I didn't know he went to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, okay. He was a high draft pick, too. Yeah, okay, I know what this is. He's now a Cub, isn't he?
He is. 4.5 career WAR, 590 at-bats this last year, 144 hits, over 1,000 in his career, 106 stolen bases total, 164 home runs. And Paul Reeves is 100% correct.
Dansby Swanson.
All right, and we've got a real easy football one for you. 3-time Pro Bowl, 1-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champ, 2024 AP Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Burt Bell Award, multiple awards. We're the number 26.
Pride of Penn State.
The pride of Penn State, February 9th, 1997 in Bronx, New York. Running back, 6 feet tall.
And Paul is right again. Old
Paul
Saquon.
is 100% correct. Mr. Saquon Barkley. Look at that 2024 season, man. That is, when you look at what he did with the Giants, right? Philadelphia took a real, not risk, because it wasn't a risk, but they really went all in on him, and he absolutely delivered for them.
Yeah, without question.
So there's our players for today.
All righty, you got a couple of tidbits? We probably covered a lot of them, honestly.
We did. We're gonna get through some of these though. We got quite a bit to go through. Iowa authorities are calling Wednesday's deadly roll crash today involving a bus carrying the Iowa Lakes Community College baseball team a mass casualty incident. The incident occurred around 11 a.m. this morning just outside Calhoun County, and one person was killed on the baseball team, and at least 30 were injured out in the middle of nowhere, about 30 miles west of Fort Dodge, Iowa, which is in the north central part of Iowa. The bus got hit and flipped, and one person, like I said, one person was killed and 30 people were injured. The biggest problem is that's just out in the middle of nowhere, right? So there's no big hospitals nearby. They're not equipped to handle mass cow situations. So rough situation for them, and our prayers with their families. Former Dodgers star Yasiel Puig, didn't know you'd go with a Yasiel Puig reference today, was found guilty by a federal jury of obstruction of justice and lying to federal agents in the illegal sports gambling probe. Puig lied repeatedly during a 2022 interview about his bets with an illegal bookmaking operation, because apparently betting back then was illegal, although nobody cares now. Evidence showed he racked up nearly $1 million in unpaid losses, often placing wagers from the ballparks that he was at. He faces up to 20 years in prison. Lindsey Vonn had successful third surgery on her broken left leg following her downhill event or crash at the Olympics. Lindsey suffered a complete tibia fracture and required multiple surgeries when she crashed in the downhill Sunday, saying, "I was simply 5 inches too tight on my line when my right arm hooked inside the gate, twisting me, resulted in my crash. My ACL and past injuries had nothing to do with my crash whatsoever." Which, if you saw that crash, man, there is nothing like winter crash, like skiing crashes that just make you go.
I remember waking up.
It doesn't matter if you're not a skier at all. You just watch those. You're just like, ah.
Well, it's like a luge crash.
Yeah. Jordan Stoltz won the gold. Stoltz won the men's 1,000 meter with an Olympic record time of 1:06.28. First American to win a speed skating gold medal at the Olympics since 2010. Diamondback star Corbin Carroll broke the hamate bone in his right hand. Will undergo surgery Wednesday. From 1919 to 2025, there have only been 2 reported hamate bone injuries. This year, 3.
Yeah, Reds had one a couple of years ago.
Yep, and then the Baltimore Orioles, Jackson Holiday, also
might have been Gino, might have been Suarez, and that hamate bone is like that big in your hand, and it's
tiny,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, it's amazing the things that it could do. Maybe it was Lindor too.
You all suck. Detroit Pistons forward center Isaiah Stewart has been suspended 7 games for leaving the bench area, entering a non-court altercation, and fighting. Length of Stewart's suspension is based in part of his repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts. Miles Bridges and Moussa Diabate from the Hornets have also been suspended 4 games. Pistons center Jalen Duren has been suspended 2 games for initiating the altercation and fighting. The incident began when Diabate committed a defensive foul on Duren with 7:09 remaining in the third quarter of the Pistons' victory over the Hornets. All 4 players were assessed technical fouls and ejected from the game. Stewart and Duren began serving their suspensions the day after, tomorrow. Tomorrow or today, I remember. Charlie Woods, son of 15-time major champion Tiger Woods, has committed to play golf at Florida State and will be a member of the 2027 recruiting class. Sam, you're old. Justin Verlander and
I'm
Tigers.
old.
Justin Verlander and the Tigers are in agreement on a 1-year contract. Verlander, who turns 43 next week, returns to the team who drafted him in 2004, spending 13 seasons with, and whose hat he'll wear in the Hall of Fame. San Francisco 49ers defensive lineman Keon White was the victim of a shooting in San Francisco early Monday morning, sustaining a bullet wound to his ankle. Injuries are not considered to be career-threatening. And speaking of NFL players in wrong places, James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons was arrested Saturday on felony charges after he allegedly crashed his vehicle into one being driven by WNBA player Rickea Jackson. Not just once, but multiple times he struck the vehicle, then struck a police officer with the same vehicle while evading arrest. He was released from the correctional center on Sunday night after posting a $20,500 bond. Northwestern is set to debut their new football field versus Penn State on October 2nd. The Red Sox are acquiring third baseman Caleb Durbin in a trade with the Brewers that will send Kyle Harrison, 2 other players to Milwaukee. And Seahawks kicker Jason Myers is NFL's first 200-point scorer after saying 5 field goals in Super Bowl 60. In my humble opinion, that man was robbed of the MVP. All right, I'm good.
No, you're not.
Look, I love Walker.
Don't lie.
I love Walker, but I mean, Listen, that team does not win without Jason Myers.
Those your tidbits?
That's it, my friend.
All righty. Are you ready for your real college or not?
I am.
All righty. It's a simple game for Leroy. I did find out, too. I went back and I looked through my stats because I had to get the NASCAR thing ready. I beat you by 2 points last year. I don't remember it being that close.
I came soaring back at the end.
Yeah, I just don't remember it being that close. But yeah, I won by 2 points in last year's. All right, let's go into the pick, or not the pick contest of this week. It is the real college or not. Simple. Leroy has to tell me that if it's a real school or not. Francis Marion University.
Real.
It is real. Good job. Cedar Valley State College. Cedar Valley State College.
Fake.
2 for 2. Good job, Mr. Clamola. University of West Alabama. Born and raised.
West Philadelphia, born and raised. Playgrounds where you spend most of your days.
I was waiting for you to do it. I was teeing you up there. University of West Alabama, though.
Fake.
That is real. Emory and Henry College.
Emory and Henry.
Emory and Henry.
Fake.
That is real.
Are you serious?
That is a real school.
Oh,
In fact, I'm looking this up. Yeah.
Up.
Where is it? Where do you think? What state? I'm looking at it. It is.
It's either Alabama or Tennessee.
It is Virginia. Virginia with about 1,300 students. D2 school too. D2.
Is the Henry Patrick Henry?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Is it really?
It is. You are right. What's their nickname? What's their nickname? Just
the Continentals.
The Wasps. Oh. Which I like. That was not used enough. Not used enough. Atlantic Highlands University.
What was it?
Atlantic Highlands University.
Fake.
Oh boy, I just looked at the score. I'm sorry. Oh boy. That got out of hand quick. It is fake. Delta State University.
Real.
You seem very confident there.
Yeah.
That is because it is real. Good job. Mount Olive College.
I know there's a Mount Olive Nazarene. Is there a
Mount Olive College?
I'm trying to remember all the many job applications I put in all these little tiny schools that were all over the area. Real.
It is fake. Mount Olive University is real, but Mount Olive College is not. Goes a little mean on that one. University of the Cumberlands. University of the Cumberlands. And it's going off.
And we are done with our Northwestern experience for today. Say it again.
University of the Cumberlands.
Real.
Very confident.
I shouldn't be, but yeah, I am.
It is real. Where is it?
Tennessee or North Carolina.
Nope. Kentucky. That is a Kentucky college. Southern Plains Polytechnic.
I hate when you do Polytechnic. Fake.
And it is fake. And then the final one is Oglethorpe. Oglethorpe.
Sounds so made up. I'm going to go with real.
And it is real. Good job there. Their nickname, the Stormy Petrels. The Stormy Petrels for it. Love it. Love it. All righty. Time now to do a little play clock here. Ask or answer. Would you like to ask or answer?
I will ask first.
Oglethorpe, if you're talking about that, Stephen, is in Atlanta. They're in Centers Conference. That's the only reason I know that. You said you're asking first?
Yes.
Okay.
The Olympics are going to add a media/broadcasting event. What would it be, And who would win?
I don't even know how. I don't even know how that would work. Like the best broadcaster of an event. I mean, Mike Tirico is probably the favorite there. I would have to say. I mean, you just see his range right now, where he's gone from football, he calls a little basketball, and then pops down to the field and starts hosting the Olympics. And now he's in Italy to host the Olympics as well. I think Tirico is probably the number one guy right now for that. So yeah, there you go. There's my answer. Tirico wins the gold. 20 years ago, Al Michaels would have probably been up there. Maybe not today anymore.
See, and I would have all the actual professional broadcasters with a Comrex and a computer in front of them. I'll be like, all right, whoever gets on the air first is the winner. And watch them as they try to figure out how to get the things to work.
But does it have to be at Butler County High School or something, where it's getting out is easier said than done? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do, this is kind of a Mount Rushmore, but not really. You get to keep only 4 foods for the rest of your life. What 4 foods are you keeping?
Tacos, lasagna, sushi, and hamburgers.
Not a cheeseburger?
Cheeseburgers, yeah.
Okay. Sushi, really?
Yep.
What kind?
I feel like all 4 of those reach the most amount of people.
See, Steven, that's too vague. Too vague. Chicken, beef, pork, fish. That's too vague. Too vague, right? Right?
Hey, cheating. I like that. That's my man right there. That's a good answer.
Cheating. Now, what about if you had to specify your taco and you had to specify your sushi? Like, what kind of sushi, what kind of taco?
California roll and soft shell taco supreme.
Beef or chicken?
Beef. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Didn't realize you were anti.
I'm not a big chicken taco guy.
Of course you aren't. That explains everything.
Ground beef all day, baby.
Gosh. Okay. Go on.
Would you rather dominate one Olympic sport for 10 years or win multiple medals in multiple sports for 3? So would you rather win gold for 10 years straight or get bronze or silver?
I want to be the GOAT. I want to be the GOAT in my sport. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, listen, it'd be awesome to win the gold. Yeah, 100%. Because then you're talked about forever of being the best in that, especially because if it's in a 10-year stretch, you're having 2, if not 3 Olympics in there. Well, I guess, it'd be 2, in that stretch. So you'd win 2 gold medals. Yeah, yep. 100%. I'm taking that. Instead of just 1 Olympics, yeah, no. Because nobody can take that away from you kind of thing. And those are the stories to tell and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna take my 2 Olympics, 2 golds, and I'm gonna run from there. And I'm gonna donate the last 3 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I didn't say I was donating them to you.
Wow. All right.
Just donating them to the world. Donating them to the world. 1 to 30. There have been a couple that I've picked off this list, but there was one that I was going to, but if you pick it, I'm going to ask it. But if not, I don't think I'm going to be that mean.
17.
I don't like that. Ask another. Do another one. I don't. It's too. I don't know.
All right. 9.
What's a fear you've normalized so much that you don't even call it a fear anymore?
Gosh.
It's a good question.
Honestly, probably death. I don't really like it terrifies the crap out of me, but I don't see it as a fear. I just see it as a yes, I am terrified of death, but I don't see it as a fear per se. So I would go with that as my answer.
Because death's your biggest fear, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
I feel like some video game character. Oh, I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of being forgotten. Some stupid like.
See, I don't know what my.
Are you even afraid of anything, Sam?
Oh yeah, I mean, heights. Terrified of heights. Don't like falling. I mean, I can't walk across a bridge.
You know what a stupid fear of mine is? Here, I'll give you a really irrational one. The grates. When you walk like downtown Cincy or you walk in like the big cities, they have the grates that are on the. I can't walk over them. New Orleans had real big ones, and like sometimes they would move. They would shift under your weight, and they terrified me as a kid. So even as an adult, I can't walk across those grates. I gotta like move around on the other side. Like, yeah.
See, like death is not something that necessarily I'm afraid of. Because I guess just because I've gotten to the point where if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. Like
you've done everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of it is it's like I can't. If it's our time, it's our time. There's nothing you can do about it. Whereas I can stop myself from heights, I can stop myself from falling, for the most part, or something like that. I know, like, I don't know if like PTSD is fear based, but I know like after I had my car wreck, it took me a little bit to even be able to just you obviously better than any of us when it comes to that. It is so hard, and I mean, still to this day, I had my car wreck 7 years ago. Like
it strikes you at weird times. It strikes you at weird times.
It is wild that does that. Steven says bad ankle sprains. Did you hear Steven was in a sled wreck with his son?
No.
Yeah, him and his son had been shoveling, and they decided to go down the hill. And Steven bailed, but Eli stayed on, and Eli, I think, hit a tree. And I think Steven was like genuinely worried at the moment that Eli had like broken his leg or something, but Eli was okay. But I think Steven bailed beforehand. And I think that was his moment when he realized he probably shouldn't be sledding anymore. Have you hit that age?
No, there's been a couple times where I've done stuff where I've started to do it and I'm like, oh, no, you are not. Well, I tell you, I went ice skating this weekend. I'm having surgery next week, and so I wanted to have one last little time that I could go do something before I'm going to be not able to do anything. and I lived in Minnesota. I consider myself a okay skater. I can't skate backwards, but I can stay on my feet. And there was a good stretch of ice that was in front of me that there was nobody. It was open, and so. I went and
you were trying to be a speed skater, weren't you?
I went full bore. And the next thing I know, my legs are up in the air and I am flat on my back and it knocks the wind out of me. And I'm laying there. And Paul, you know this just as well, man. When we fall, like we're kind of sitting there and we're kind of like checking internally our body parts, right? Like we're kind of like, okay, is my arm good? Okay, my leg good. My head. Did I hit my head? No. Okay.
And then you're probably also saying, "Tell me the kids didn't see this, right?"
Right. Well, my kids did. My kids did.
And let me guess, they were laughing their butts off.
No, London freaked out and was racing over as well. She cut skates to try to help me. Lexi was upset because Christy didn't see me fall. And then there was this old guy that was like, you got to watch out for the wall. The wall will jump out at you and get you.
Here's the thing. Christy would have laughed at you the entire time, wouldn't she?
She absolutely would have. She absolutely would have. And then she would have yelled at me because of my knee. And then like, you shouldn't have been out there in the first place.
It's pretty good, Christy.
Don't encourage her.
No, you're your impersonation. That was a pretty good one. I give you props there. See, I think I've told this story before on this, that I've been ice skating once. And I don't know if I've told you this. Do you know where I ice skated?
Your backyard. You just said it.
Well, no, I guess that would be the second time. But no, genuinely ice skating. What state do you think is the one state I've ice skated in? Texas in the middle of June.
Texas?
In the middle of June.
I was going to say Ohio. I was going to say Ohio.
Yeah. Texas in the middle of June. So I was
what
in
were
like
you doing skating in Texas?
So there was an indoor skating rink at this hotel we stayed at. And I had never done it before. And we were there for like a school trip or something. And I had finally gotten to the point where I could get off the wall. Because, I mean, it's not easy. It is not easy at all to do. And I'd finally been like, hey, look at me. Like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And I'm starting to go. And I'm like, holy crap. Because it is kind of like riding a bike. Like, you got to get going. Yeah. And then once you get going, you're pretty okay.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
I'm going. And next thing I know, and bam. I mean, I concussed. It was, seeing birds and everything for it. And that so ended my ice skating career because I had a concussion. And I remember, I think Mick was there, and I think Mick had to help me off the ice because I was just completely dazed and confused.
I take Lexi every year for her birthday. It's the only time we go. We only go like once or twice a year. That's it. Took Lexi a couple of years ago, and she picks it up like a natural. She's out there spinning, lifting up a leg in the air, and I'm sitting there like, even in my prime.
Did you have the walker out?
No, I've never needed the walker or anything. I can skate somewhat, but like, she was fantastic. And I'm just like, is there anything that you can't do, man?
Can we set this right now that the next time you go, that we have somebody film you so that if you do fall, we have the video so we can be laughing about it?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get Christy to get some video of me while I was out there, but she was too busy getting my daughter and her boyfriend, or my daughter. Boyfriend was not there. Mm-hmm. She's too busy getting my daughter, though.
I see her. She's got her priorities straight.
Well, of course. I'm way low on that totem pole.
Yeah. You should probably stop now.
I keep waiting for her to come in. She hasn't come in yet, man.
Mm-hmm. She's not watching, but she'll go back and rewatch this, won't she? Paul Tagger. That's what we're talking about.
Paul? Don't.
The question is how mad is Paul that he has to go spend a weekend in Indy with you? Will he make you have to sleep on the couch tonight? That is.
We're gonna have Paul and I are gonna have so much fun.
Okay, you got some autographs.
Here's the thing. Even if you hate racing, right? There's so much people watching and so much stupid stuff that goes on that even the most anti-racing fan would have a good time out there.
I mean, I have said, like, when I went to the NASCAR races in Kentucky, it is like the people of Walmart on steroids.
Yeah, IndyCar's a little bit more sophisticated than that.
IndyCar's Target?
Target. Yes, we are Target. Okay.
NASCAR is Walmart, IndyCar is Target. Okay.
Or they Arca is like the Piggly Wiggly.
Hey, there you go. Never been to a Piggly Wiggly.
Woo! That is an experience.
Probably IGA would probably be the equivalent, or Say a Lot down here, kind of thing. Leroy alone would be enough of a good time. Clearly, Steven has never spent time with you, Leroy.
We don't have to ruin that.
Uh-huh. I just want you to. Steven is a full 1.5 taller than you, too, and it just would be going this. He's going to wear a Dale Earnhardt jersey jacket.
That was a lot of cigarette packs. That was a lot of cigarette, like the coupon stuff, man.
Paul, if it wouldn't be too, because, I mean, the Indy 500 very well could be 90 degrees. I don't know that you're going to be wanting to wear a jacket, but you'll look cool there.
Yeah, you will look fantastic.
Mm-hmm. There's no question about that. You got any autographs?
Oh, I do. See if you can figure out the theme this week. I will tell you ahead of time, none of these people are baseball players.
This is not hockey again, especially since John's not here.
It is not hockey.
Because literally with us that are still watching right now, you're not going to get anything from us. Oh, gosh. Is that a number?
Yes, it's number 11. Keep in mind what we were just talking about.
AJ Foyt.
It is not. It is not.
Denny Hamlin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good job, Gormley.
Denny Hamlin. What an awful signature.
Horrible. It looks like he's right-handed writing with his left hand.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, so these are all NASCAR drivers, I guess.
Here's number 2.
Bobby Labonte?
It is not.
Terry Labonte?
No.
It's not a Labonte?
It is not a Labonte.
Good, because I don't know a third Labonte. Yeah, I was going to say that, Paul, but I didn't want to, like...
When you the first letter is J, and there's I don't know if you can see my mouse, but there's an L.
Yep. Steven, is it John's boy, Joey Logano?
It is Joey Logano, absolutely. So we've got Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and
Matt Kenseth.
100%. Now, what do all three of these drivers have in common?
They're all NASCAR drivers.
Other than that,
they all win the Daytona 500?
They have.
Use Jeff Gordon.
Denny won 3 times. Joey won once, and Matt won twice. I can't use Jeff Gordon because he has a absolutely fantastic autograph, and you'd tell right away that it was him.
Yeah, but he's my favorite driver.
Great.
Who was your favorite?
My favorite driver growing up was Jeremy Mayfield.
Was he really your favorite, like even growing up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When are you going to get him on the pod?
So anyway,
well, this is awkward. Okay. Speaking of NASCAR, time for a NASCAR pick contest. Do I just go ahead and give John Logano?
Yep.
We'll just do it here. So again, how this works is, and I think we're keeping the same rules, right, Leroy?
Yes. We had
do you have
those were fine. We hadn't adjusted.
Yeah. So I think the rules for it is that, and I like to the rule. I don't think we've ever had this happen. So like this week, Leroy, if you pick Mark Martin, obviously, you're not, and Mark Martin wins, but then loses 40 points because he fails the post-race inspection, Leroy, you lose 40 points because of post-race inspection, kind of thing. I think, that's, kind of thing.
Wow. Okay. All right.
We've never had that happen in this, but if that happens, then,
Since Paul is going to the 500 this year, I think we need to add that race in this year to our NASCAR picks.
We'll have to figure out how the points will work on that. I guess I could give it NASCAR. We'll figure out something for that.
Yeah.
And then you can only pick the same driver 2 weeks in a row. Are we keeping that rule?
Correct. Yep. No more than 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Now, if you take a break and then you come back to them the following week, that's fine. But you need to have at least a 1 week break in between 2 times.
So again, you can pick whoever you want in the field of the Daytona 500 that'll be run on Sunday.
Also, if for some reason, and this is new as well, for some reason, if you pick a guy and they don't qualify, you also lose. And again,
so it's okay to have that rule, because I think I remember somebody complaining because it's not my fault my driver didn't make the race. Oh.
Listen. All I hear is you. All I hear is this. That's all I hear.
Cry a little bit more about it. You're just changing you're making the rules now that I tried to make and you didn't like it.
He wasn't eligible because he had delivered a baby. The car was still eligible.
I think we're picking, this is the NASCAR driver contest, not the NASCAR car contest. Okay, I'm going to take Kyle Larson. I'll open this up. I'll open this up and take Kyle Larson.
Not how that works.
Who's your pick? Steven is going to take, I like it. Steven's going to take Al Unser.
I'll go with William Byron for 3 in a row.
See, I thought about that, but 3 in a row. Has that ever been done?
I'm sure Richard Petty's done it. I feel like that's a Richard. I don't know for sure. I feel like that's a Richard Petty thing. Most Daytona 500 wins in a row. Oh, nobody has.
Yeah.
Nobody has. William Byron won twice. Hamlin won twice. Sterling Marlin won twice. Cale Yarborough won twice. And Richard Petty won twice. But no one has ever won 3 times in a row.
Sterling Marlin being on that list is a wild, like...
And Marlin almost won 3 times in a row, but he got out to work on his car, and they disqualified.
I kind of remember that. Yeah.
They disqualified him. He finished 8th.
Paul, if you have a pick, let us know in the. He's going to take Joey Logano there in the comments. So John also, we're going to give him Logano. I guess you can message him and see if that is officially who he wants, but I would presume that is going to be the case here for this week's pick contest. Will you watch one lap of the Daytona 500?
I'll watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I probably won't watch one lap. Maybe.
Now I say this is one of the few races that I do watch the whole thing. A lot of the it's one of those things where I start the year off really, really well, right? And like I'll watch the whole Daytona 500, and then I'll watch most of the second race, and then it'll slowly go down, and then IndyCar picks up, and forget it then.
See, you were mentioning Richard Petty, and now all I can think about is the King from the movie Cars.
Yes.
Mr. the King, and all of the great. That's one of my favorite movies. Love that movie, Cars. I got all the Cars die-casts and all that. I got all my NASCAR die-casts.
Yeah, Paul. Sterling was an absolute badass. It is really disappointing. First of all, the health condition that he's in right now. I think he's got Parkinson's really, really bad. But he was blamed heavily for Dale Earnhardt's death, and wrongfully blamed. But he got quite a lot of death threats and all kinds of other. It was really ridiculous how much NASCAR fans pulled out the pitchforks against him because he bumped him. And I mean, Dale's seatbelt broke. I mean, that's not anybody's fault. Just freak incident, But Sterling never really recovered from that. He was never the same after that incident.
Yeah,
not saying that I can blame him, but it's just
to be expected.
Watch 100 laps and sleep for 380 also and wake up to see the last 20 laps. I mean, listen, I cannot confirm or deny that I've done that for races before. My dad fell asleep during golf all the time growing up as a kid. Did your dad watch golf growing up?
Oh, yeah. I watch golf.
He'd always fall asleep watching golf, and then he'd wake up and he'd be like, oh, yes, Tiger's doing really, really well.
Masters Sunday? Listen. Masters Sunday is still special. I put in every year to try and get Masters tickets and just have never gotten the opportunity to go. That would be really fun. That's up there on the sports bucket list for me, is to go to the Masters. Have you been, Paul? Have you been to the Masters? Because I would just be so much fun. And I know you're not even a big golf guy, but you would probably still love to go to the Masters and experience Augusta and just wallow in the.
There's something so awesome about going to an actual event. There's just something so different about going to the event as opposed to watching it on TV.
Was it as good as it was, Paul? Because everyone that I've talked to who has been has said it's one of those events that lives up to the hype. It's not necessarily the most friendly event, but as far as just the grounds at Augusta, I've heard are just you could eat off the grass. It's just so manicured and everything. You're not at the Lafayette Golf Course up in Falls of Rough, Kentucky anymore. That was for Steven. The Lafayette Golf Course. Or you're not at the Taylorville Municipal. Is there a Taylorville Golf Club or anything like that?
There is. It's not in Taylorville. It's out in the middle of farm field. It's like farm golf course. It's really bizarre.
Steven would go at a reasonable price. Yeah, I'd love to go to the Masters. I'd love to go. It would definitely be top of the bucket list.
But see, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with the place like Atlanta Falcons, like they do it right. But the places that have the cheap concessions, because they know darn well you're gonna spend money, you're gonna eat, and I wish more places did that. I saw the prices for the Super Bowl and I was just like,
oh yeah,
guys, what are we doing?
And Paul, I've heard that Augusta is so hilly and it doesn't look that way on TV. It's just wild. Yeah, there's not a weed, there's not a pine cone. It's just so manicured. I would shoot probably a 300 on that course, but
if you shoot 300, think about what I would shoot.
600.
Yeah.
I
would stop at 10 at every single. Halfway 10. There we go. I'm done.
See,
Leroy, you're not even close to the green yet.
I would pull up to hole 1 with my clubs, and they'd be like, "Sir, you need to leave. You need to leave." No, you are. Tiger Woods tees off here. You can't even go play from the women's tees and succeed here. Go home. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're right. I don't deserve to be playing this. I don't. Just would not do it. And see, that's the thing. Paul,
I would shoot 180.
Yeah, I genuinely, because the greens, I think, are what people just don't realize is just, it shows you how good those guys are. Just unbelievable.
That's another one of those, like tennis, I always joke that tennis looks way easy until you do it. Golf is another one of those sports where I might get one swing a day that resembles an actual golfer's.
And it's still half of what they're yeah,
right.
And your best is their worst shot. Your best shot is the one that they're like, mother,
Yeah.
And Leroy's over there. Whoa! Yeah! Let's go!
80 feet! Let's go! I didn't hit the tree.
I do love I have that clip of you, and he hit a tree.
And he hit it again.
And he did it again. And he did it again. See, we've got now we have so many dang road games over these next couple of weeks for games. So we've got doubleheader tomorrow. We got a game down in South Warren, so in Bowling Green on Friday. And then we're in Bardstown on Saturday for girls. And then on Tuesday is the big game. Grayson plays Davis County, which is the top 2 teams of the regions. They're playing at Davis County on Tuesday. Presumably, that'll be like the preview of the team. Winner of that game when they get into the region tournament will be the one that'll make it to Rupp. So it's a good litmus test for Grayson next week. And I hate that Steven can't be there for it. I hate that because the girls play at the same time across town. Maybe you can talk Mac into making that varsity only, Steven, and playing it at 6, and you all can swing by and come to the boys game after, because I think he'd probably like to come to the boys game as well. Or you all have a busy week?
So I have basketball on Friday against Mattoon. Mattoon beat us by 4 in Mattoon, and Taylorville really needs a win to kind of stay
Steve might anyway. I don't
in pace with the top teams in the conference. They're running out of time, obviously. They pretty much have seating already set. But it's interesting. So I am set to have surgery next Wednesday.
No show next Wednesday?
I don't think so. I will let you know. A lot of it's going to depend.
We're going to get Pain Med Leroy show?
I get Pain Med Leroy for the show. I cannot. Christy won't like it, but I really want to try to do it. Christy, it might be a short show.
On Pain Meds?
Yeah, it might be a short show, but I would love to try to do one next week. Regardless, I am set to have surgery. So the girls play the first round of the playoffs against Lamphere, Springfield Lamphere, a team that they lost to by 5 in Lamphere. Now, obviously, they're at a neutral court. If Taylorville wins, we have to have a sub for our game on Friday because I will not be able to do Taylorville versus Mount Zion on Friday. If they lose, then we're So we're reaching out to all these people to try to cover this game and saying, okay, we might need you, but we might not. We need to gauge whether or not you're available because we need somebody maybe. And this time of year,
I think you should just load up on hydros and just do the game.
I mean, yeah.
I'd tune in.
I know you would.
And Steven and I will be doing a game, and we'd tune in. That's what you need to do. Just Steven and I will take a monitor. We'll put your game up. We'll be broadcasting Grayson County, Hancock County that night, and we'll just duel it. We'll dual screen.
At the same time.
Uh-huh. Or just doing it. Steven says plan on leaving Thursday or Friday to head up that way on the weekend, hang out somehow with Sam, meet you, Leroy, work out the details a little later, but that's my plan. Love it, Paul. I know Steven, I think, had said that he'd like to hitch up too if we could make it plan as well. For that. Looking forward to you all having that time. It'll be fun.
I can't wait, man.
Any parting thoughts for this week?
No, I you know what? It's one of those things where I it's always a letdown after football season is done. Just because, like, don't get me wrong. There's for me, and I know I'm different, but for me, hockey's still going on, right? Baseball, pitchers and catchers started reported today. There's that hope on the horizon. I just noticed when I was heading off to do my stuff this evening, it was still light out at 6 p.m. It's starting to get light. Things are getting better, but there is still kind of a letdown after football season is done of just, what? The baseball season still feels a long way away. Like, I'm not a big spring training guy. I know a lot of people.
Just think how long it's going to feel this time next year.
I know it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I always feel a little bit of a letdown after football season's done. So I'm really, it's just one of those things where I'm ready for racing season to start and I'm ready for actual real baseball season to start. Because then it feels like, okay, we're on our way to spring, we're on our way to summer, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I just can't wait for. There's just too many stupid rumors, especially for football. Oh, the Bengals are going to sign this dude. Oh, the Bears need to go after so and so. What do you think about this trade package? Who should we draft? I don't care right now. Like, I got about 3 weeks where I just don't care.
Love it.
I know you do. I
know you live off that.
I know you do,
mock
man.
drafts. I always like to. It'll be like 10th.
What pick?
10th.
10th. Okay.
So I always like to go through and I'll be reading like, oh, Mel Kiper's released his next mock draft, and I'll scroll down and I won't show it. So I'll go through and I'll be like, okay, here are the 9. Who would I mock? And there was one I read earlier this week. I don't remember who it was. But I remember I was like, oh, I would have taken this person. And he took somebody completely off the board. And I was like, no. I almost sent him an email. It was like, bad. That's not allowed. Don't do that. But alas. Have a good week. We'll see you next week, right?
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us.
And we'll see you next week. Who knows what other shenanigans? Maybe next week. If not, we'll be back at some point.
We'll be back soon. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. We'll see you then.